This government wanted to impose this card permanently on thousands of Australians without even waiting for the evidence. Perhaps that's because they knew the evidence just wasn't there. The report, the long-awaited report, was finally released last week into the Cashless Debit card, which is inclusive on whether it reduces harm from alcohol, drugs and gambling, but has found that people on the welfare cards are ashamed and embarrassed. The report, conducted by the University of Adelaide and commissioned by the Federal Department of Social Services, looked at how the program had impacted participants in the communities of Ceduna in South Australia and the East Kimberley and Goldfields in Western Australia, where the card has been trialled. Commissioned in 2018, the University of Adelaide's report on the Cashless Debit card looked at whether alcohol and drug use, violence and gambling reduced during trials of the card in Ceduna, East Kimberley and the Goldfields, but the study found no conclusive evidence in relation to those issues. So the report tells us nothing we didn't know and is a complete waste of time and money. Yet this government continues to put its head in the sand over this issue. And why is that? Why is the government so hell-bent on inflicting heavy-handed punishing policy on welfare recipients? I'll tell you why. Because demonising and degrading people who find themselves in positions where they can't work or find work, who are in tough times and need support, is part of this government's DNA. And we saw that clearly yesterday with the disgusting social media comments, in particular made by the member for Bowman, Andrew Laming MP. While he was supposedly at work in the other place, on the taxpayer dime, this person was busy making comments on the social media pages of groups who oppose the CDC. And I quote from the member's posts, "This card is merely to prohibit sinful activities." End of quote. That's how this government regards those Australians who have fallen on tough times, those who rely on disability pensions, young people, single parents, pensioners, that being poor is a sin, according to Mr Laming. Not content with labelling people who receive social security payments as sinners, he went on to mock people whose mental health has suffered from the punitive policies of his government.